I did want to record it because I was about to say something mean. I'll cut out the mean part.
Yeah.
But I was just saying like blush blindness is totally a thing.
Yep.
Like I have always loved blush and I've always thought it's just such a like pretty, like brings your face to life. It's like very feminine and soft and so nice. But I have seen like strips of pink on people's cheeks that are so heavy-handed. And I know people are admitting to blush blindness is not even like an 80s like cool look.
Mm.
It's like genuinely unblended. But anyway, I'm not gonna be mean. Everyone should do what they want. But I do love blush. And this video is gonna be about blush.
I love blush as well.
Mm.
And I feel like I went a little heavy-handed just so that it does
This
come
is great.
across
This is not what I
on.
mean.
No, but this is like more than I would put in real life, just because on camera it like makes it look a little duller than it is.
Yeah.
So I think I went a lot so that it looks good
Come
on
closer.
camera, but in real life, I don't know. It's a lot for me.
I mean, this is still, I mean, at least on camera, it looks pretty good. I've gone pretty heavy-handed, and I don't think I've blended very well. I did some bronzer as well. It's like,
It looks so good. I love those like very bronzy terracotta shades.
yeah, I did like some bronzer, some blush. Thought I'd look
It looks really
some.
good. I think I did very like went pink.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good though. It's like you've done it like slightly differently because you've like gone higher on your cheek, and it looks almost like Japanesey, like cute. It looks nice. I like it.
Yeah, that's
Like a little
exactly what
more.
I did. I did
Is it
on
like
my nose as
no?
well.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I want to add some like freckles and like
Oh,
that.
I would love that. I can't wait for you to do my makeup, like all these different looks. It'll
I
be so
know.
fun because I'm not someone who experiments as much, but I think you're so good at it. I remember you did like that lilac-y eyeshadow look on me once and it looked so good.
So we're doing blushes for brown skin. This is a little bit like a series we're doing, right? At some point we'll have
Yeah.
ideas, but we've done, what have we done so far? Base, makeup,
Face makeup, yep.
and
And
lip.
then we have done skincare, I think. What did we do most recently? I know we did base,
Lip
and then
product.
didn't we do lip products? Oh yeah, that's the one.
So this is gonna be blush. I never know how to say blush plural. What do you say?
Blushes.
Blushes? Do you remember another like fully sidetracked moment? Do you remember when we used to call it blusher? And then it
Yeah,
just
in India.
blush?
Yeah, I think people in India still might call it blusher.
Was it an India thing?
Yeah, it is an Indian thing.
Oh.
Blusher.
I thought it was like global. Like,
No, it's a general term in India, like blusher.
no, in India, they also, like, my mom would say rouge.
Oh
So,
yeah,
like,
they do say rouge as well.
when I was small, it was rouge on your cheeks.
I feel like I've heard in only Indians call it blusher.
Something.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember calling it rouge.
Yeah, that was so cute. I still like rouge though. It's kind of like a
I
nice.
yeah, it's a nice. I know there's a brand, like a French clothing brand called Rouge, and I really like their clothes. So it's a cute name.
Okay, let's get into it. How are we gonna cover this?
Well, I have a bunch of blushes that I've spoken about in videos before, but we can specify the shade names so that this
Mm.
is what works for me. But then
Mhm.
I also have a bunch of blushes and exact shade names that I've been eyeing and I think would look great. So maybe we could go shade wise, like let's talk pinky blushes, then go peachy, then go brown, then go
Yeah.
red, like kind of like that.
Yeah, let's do that. I have been very bad and I did not do my homework. So I am, as we speak, opening links because I know what I want to talk about. I just don't know the exact name, so I'm just gonna find it. So I'm sorry if it's
That's
annoying.
okay.
Because really I literally just have two products to talk about because I just have two products, two blush products
Oh my gosh,
in my makeup.
really?
Yeah. I mean I have more in my kit, but I don't use them. I only use this. Hey, but you get sent stuff and
Hey, out of this, one, two, three, four, five, six, two are sent.
What, really? I thought,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, so then you're buying.
Only the YSL is sent. Everything else I've bought.
And your blush collection looks very enviable. I would love a bunch of those, but I have been just using these.
Although I would say blushes last a long, long time. Like I've had this for like 4 years. So I
Okay.
feel like I add like one or two blushes a year, which is why it's like accumulated now to so many.
Yeah, that's the thing is that I'm not allowing myself to buy one, although I almost did, and I'll tell you about that because I found something I really like. Should we
Yeah.
start with pinks?
Yes.
Let's do pinks.
Pinks and berries. Yeah. I think that's an easy start. I'll first talk about the one I do have on today because it is a pink.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also a brand that I absolutely love. And this is the Saie blush in the
Mm-hmm.
shade Dreamy. And it's a very like nice pink for brown skin tones. As you can see, it's not like bright
Mm-hmm.
light pink. And I do have a reference. Like this is a bright
Ah,
pink. This I need to like mix with something else to make
mhm.
it work for me.
It's
But
almost
this
fuchsia.
is
Yeah.
just so beautiful on our skin tone.
Oh
Um,
God. I
it's
want
so
to try.
good. And I just love the formulation. It blends so well. You barely need anything. It's highly pigmented. I think it's been a blush year for the last couple of years now. So I know there's
Mm-hmm.
so many blushes out there,
Mm-hmm.
but I think this brand is definitely up there with like one of the best formulations I've ever tried.
What do you like about it?
The shade or the formulation?
The formulation.
Both. Formulation wise, it blends very easily with a brush. It doesn't pick up your foundation, even if I'm like powdered and done, and I'm like, oh no, I need to add a little more blush.
Mm.
I can put this on powder and it doesn't like pick your foundation up. So it's very good to like add on throughout the day as you go. But
Mm.
also you need like I literally put a dot on each cheek and then take a brush and just blend it in. I think like I've had this for over a year and a half now, I think. It's one of those which is like really good value for money.
Mm.
You get a lot of product
Mm.
and it's gonna last you a couple of years.
Um,
That's what I have on.
That's very pretty. I'm not going to start with what I have on, but I'm going to start with something in a similar color family, and it used to be my favorite until very recently. Like this is all I wore, and this is one of the Glossier Cloud Paints, and this is in the shade Storm. It's kind of the shade, like that's the shade.
Oh, that's so similar to the shade.
Yeah. And it's that sort of like berry, but it's still not very dark. Like I think they do like a darker shade now that I also like swatched ones. I think it's called Eve that they
Hmm.
launched a little later. And also looks really, really good. They describe that as a rich mulberry. They call Storm a warm rose.
Okay.
That's fair, I think. And Eve is like the darker. Like this is the swatch for it on their website.
Oh, that's so nice.
And what I like about the Glossier blushes, they're like so easy to blend. And they come in this little tube. The good thing about these tubes is that they don't get dirty. Like anything that you directly touch, which means these last really, really well. They're also like quite pigmented and yeah, blend really well, last pretty well for a blush. Like I've used blushes that just disappear in a few hours.
Hmm.
And this one, if you apply somewhat liberally, will last you all day.
That's really nice. Moving on to like berry toned blushes, which is, I think, what I'm drawn most towards these days. And
Mhm.
the one that I've spoken about in like favorites videos, and the one I'm loving right now is the Huda Beauty one, which is so similar to the Glossier one you just spoke
Yeah.
about because this shade is also called Black Cherry.
Ah, nice.
So this is like I feel like I've spoken about this, so I won't talk too much about it, but it's berry toned, but it's not as cool toned as other berry blushes out there, which is why I think it works for my skin tone.
Mm,
Anything a little too purpley and it just looks weird and grayish on my skin tone. So I feel like this is a good, maybe not warm, but like a neutral berry or something like that. It just works. It smells like cherry, which I love. I just opened it and got a whiff of it. But again, super pigmented, really easy to blend, very long lasting, will stay on all day.
mm,
And also, I'll just love, I think, Huda Beauty in general
mm.
for brown skin toned makeup in general. Like, I think they do it really well. So. I like this one. In terms of like similar shades, the one I'm eyeing is one from Merit in their Flush Balm Cream Blush. I know it's not as pigmented as the Huda Beauty one, but maybe for an everyday look is the shade Apres, which is like a soft berry. This is
Mm.
how it looks. I'm gonna try and show you.
I know these look so good, Aditi. I really wanted them, but I've heard so many people go like it's like you have to keep reapplying.
I know, but this very like minimal look is sometimes what I need, like on my everyday. Like I would wear this for a workout, just like a little bit and then go.
Mm.
And I don't want this to last all day. Kind
Mm.
of in that same family of the Rhode lip liners where I was like, this doesn't last, I hate it, and then I end up wearing it every single day.
Mm.
So I feel like if you're one of those who wears like a lot of makeup and wants it to last all day long,
Yeah.
maybe not, don't go for this one. But if you're someone who likes a very like natural look, you don't mind reapplying it every couple of hours,
Mm.
you're going for a quick breakfast and you're coming back in like 2 hours. I feel like this does give you that very like natural, glowy, like almost they call it like a balm, right? Like you're applying
Yeah.
like a flushed balm. So
Mm.
I'm very intrigued by it. But again, it's a lot for something that doesn't last, right? Like you're paying money,
Yeah.
why not just get something that lasts longer on your skin?
That's the thing with blush is that's been my main thing with it is that unlike like a lot of other like base products or whatever, there is actually not that much innovation in terms of how it looks, the end result, you know? Like
Hmm.
someone could wear very little of a pigmented blush and get the same effect that someone who's wearing like a sheer blush would. And it's the same thing with even price points. Like I don't actually have like a super drugstore product, but I do think that if you want to try the trend, you don't actually have to go and do like super high end because it's just blush. Like there's a few bad blush formulas,
Hmm.
but if you get something decent, like the end result, you can kind of make it work.
Hmm.
The Merit one honestly sounds good because I like the idea of like a very sheer blush. And I've seen people apply it and it looks so good. And I really want to try Merit Beauty and I think I will make an order at some point.
Hmm.
Um, but I'm just like, if it's gonna be sheer, right? If it was sheer but lasted for like a good few hours, that would be perfect because I want like
Yeah.
easy to apply, just blend with your fingers, get
Hmm.
out of the house. But I want it to at least stay that way. If it's just gonna wipe off, then that's a bit like defeats the purpose. So if you get it, I want to know because if it's good, then I want to buy that because it's so like dinky and cute and the shade range is so good.
Yeah, they do really well. And I do have their complexion stick bronzer and it's lasted me 2 years.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love it. I don't know how to describe it, but it's the most blendable product I've ever owned in my life. It
Yeah.
literally melts into my skin.
Mm,
So I'm quite impressed with Merit
the formula.
Beauty
Yeah.
formulation. So that's why I'm kind of intrigued by this. But again, I think I have a lot of blushes already, so I'm not going to be buying any new blushes anytime soon. Another like berry tone blush that I think is great value for money is the Patrick Star blushes, which come in the duo. Like you have the
Mm.
cream blush and the powder. So they do these two shades that I'm really
I
intrigued
think
by.
I've
One
seen
is
this.
the She's Wanted, which is called like a rich berry. I
Mm.
mean, it looks amazing. Like, look at that.
I know I've seen this. When you spoke about it last time, I went and looked at it and I saw those shades and I was like, that would look
It's
so good.
so good. And they also do this really nice terracotta shade, which is what I'm talking about with brown
Yeah.
blushes, which
Mhm.
we'll get into later. But in terms of berry blushes, I think value for money is great. I do have the Patrick Ta blush in a more peachy shade, and I really wish I'd gotten it in a berry shade because
Mhm.
at that point in time I didn't have any peachy shades. So I thought, let me like add this to my collection. I do wear it a
Mm.
lot, more day to day, not as much as like when I want to go out and look my best. Like again, like the peachy shade it looks nice, but it doesn't look the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I really wish I had got the rich berry shade instead. But anyway, I
Maybe
think those,
when you run out of your like five other blush. Actually.
yeah, probably. Like, look at, I don't think I'll run out because honestly, this product is like I don't think I'm ever gonna run
That
out of
looks
it.
kind of pink to me too, like the top one, the cream.
Yeah, but it's a soft peachy pink.
Okay.
So that's why it kind of works. It's not very like peach tone. So
Yeah.
I do wear this.
Mm.
This is in the shade She's Flushed.
Okay, nice. It does look very nice. I'm very intrigued by that. What is it? Powder and cream on top kind of formula, right? So many good blushes though. Like, what do you buy?
I know. Like I've been hearing such good things about the House Labs blushes.
Mm.
It's called like I think it's called like Glass Balm. Oh my God, it looks so good. Look at that.
Oh yeah, I've seen these. Okay, that looks good.
Anyway,
Yeah.
what other like let's go to the next like shade
I have
category.
one more actually, probably in the
Oh,
pink
okay.
pink category,
Mm-hmm.
possibly. Which is I don't have it, but I want it. But it is a product that we both have spoken about before, which is the Fenty cream blushes. I have one of them that I'll talk about maybe towards the end. But
Yeah.
the Fenty cream blushes that look like this, the little tiny. I love this. It's such a good compact product, so impactful. I saw this shade that I love and I like tested it and it looked really good. So I will buy it. But I was like, just
Mm-hmm.
hold off. I'm trying to delay buying things for now. But it's in the shade Riri.
Mm-hmm.
It's this very like simple, like rosy pink. It doesn't look like much in the picture. It just looks like that. Actually, it's coming across a bit cooler.
Cool toned, yeah.
Not that it's like a bit warmer, but in real life, it looks more like that dusty rose space. And I think it would be just very flattering like all year round. But it could be nice as like a wintry blush. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be probably the one I pick next. What I love about these cream blushes is that they are long lasting. Because I've tried it, I know I
Mhm.
like it, I know it blends well.
I've also had the Fenty Beauty one. Absolutely love that formulation. It's so good and it's lasted us years.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
um, it's a good blush.
So the blush that I actually have on today, and I have been wearing pretty much all of this season so far, has been the Fenty Beauty Cream Blush in Daiquiri Dip, which is a bright red.
It looks so much like pinkier in on camera.
It actually looks red. It's not like it's very sheer or anything. But I think it just works. And I think it's because it like at the end of the day, like it's like the color of like the blood that would rush to your face if you were actually flushed. So I just think it would work on most people for that reason. You can't go wrong with it. But obviously it's like a little brighter, like I can imagine a darker red would be quite nice as well on us. This is more like this feels more summery, and I want
Hmm.
to wear this with like lots of bronzer, which is what I've done today.
Hmm.
Like maybe in the winter, I'm not gonna reach for it, but I just think it's such a good, like natural looking. Like you can do a very light hand of this, and it looks so nice. This is actually what I wear when I go to work out. Just
Hmm.
feel like a flush before I've even started my workout.
Yeah, but it looks so good on you. I'm so intrigued by that now because I've never thought to wear red blush.
I think it would look good on.
But
I can even imagine like if you're wearing something red, it would look so nice to like play with that color on your face.
yeah.
But yes, you had that idea of testing it with a lipstick, and you should totally do that. You should just try.
Yeah, I should try that. I'm just like so scared because the red lipsticks I have are so like bright. I need to like be really careful with
Like
how I.
color it on your hand first, like warm it up, and then like take very little like on a brush or something, on like a foundation
Okay,
or something and use it.
I'm gonna test that out.
But yeah, that's my like current favorite. Should we do what is it, the last category?
Yeah, like more brownie
Yeah.
blushes. I have just one, and this is the one that I've had for the longest time, and I really like it. And
Mm-hmm.
it's the Fenty Beauty one. It's in the shade Rosé Latte.
Mm.
I barely have anything of it, so it's pretty hard to show. But
Mm.
this is what I'm talking about when I talk about like brown blushes. It's more of like a terracotta bronzy shade
Yeah.
rather than just like a straight up brown on your face, which I'm not talking about like contour shades. I think
Mm.
it's a very nice, subtle bronzy shade.
Hmm.
I really like this one. I'm gonna be sad when it gets over, but I'm also excited to buy a new one to replace it.
Yeah, I actually saw this shade. So when I went to the counter, I saw it and I really like it too. So if I could, I would get like this and the pinkier shade
I
also.
think it works so good as well on our skin tones, like this bronzy shade. This is how um it works on our skin tone. Maybe I have a few options for like even darker skin tones that I think would look so good and that we can be a little light-handed with. Because this one I can go pretty heavy-handed with and it still looks really nice and natural.
Mm,
But there are a lot of like brownie shades in the market. A very similar one to this, I think, would be the Rhode Toasted Teddy shade, which is
mm,
what I'm thinking I'm gonna replace this with when this gets over. Again, they describe it, I think, as a bronze terracotta shade. So I think that looks really good on our skin tone. But
yeah.
then I also know that, again, Patrick Tar do like a really nice brown shade. So actually, Patrick Tar do a shade called Terracotta. It's just called that. And I think it's She Knows Who She Is. It's so funny. And then slash terracotta. I'm just gonna say the terracotta shade.
Yeah.
I think that would be really pretty as well. Like, I don't
Mhm.
know. I'll show you how it looks, but this is their version of this
Ooh,
bronzy
okay.
terracotta
Yeah,
shade.
that looks pretty dark. Yeah, that's good. It's practically a bronzer.
It is kind of like a bronzer, but I think this rosé latte, as the name suggests, does have
Bit
that
of a pink.
little bit of like pink or red in like these blushes, which makes it look really nice. So maybe I should just try it. Another one that I think would work really well is the House Labs blush in the shade Glossy Clove, which is described as a brownish red. So I
Mm,
think that's what I've been like really loving when I talk about like these brown blushes. It's like these brown blushes with a little red infused in
yeah.
it. I don't know.
Like,
Maybe
I
that's
think
what works.
that sounds
And
good.
I think like reddy browns look great on our skin tones.
I have never tried a terracotta actually, now I think about it. So I need to try
Maybe
that.
that, yep. So I think, yeah, that also looks really good on our skin tones. I mean, there's so many blushes out there and there's so many formulations that are so good.
Yeah.
So any of these, just go in, I think,
Mm,
and like, try swatching and seeing what really works for you. Because I think all of these brands have really good shade ranges now for brown skin tones.
yeah, I agree. I think the last thing I wanted to talk about while we're on this topic of brown is literally bronzer. It's
Mm-hmm.
just something that I didn't know how to use, or I didn't have an opinion on for so long in my life. And now I'm like, it's such a summer staple. It just gives you that summery look that I love.
Mm,
Practically like blush. Like I'm not talking about contour. I'm talking about bronzer, which you literally apply pretty much the same parts of the face you would apply blush if you're someone who applies blush like in the top, at the tops of your cheeks. Like you wouldn't apply necessarily bronzer here if that's your
mm-hmm.
blush spot, but you would do it here. You would do it. Like I love a bronze for it. I
Yeah.
love like blending bronzer into like my hairline, a little bit of the nose, then just a little touch here and there, but I just think it looks so good. It was like a little special mention. The bronzer I'm using right now is the Glossier one. I'm like a Glossier obsessed. This is in the shade Heat. I like it. Would not repurchase it though. It's like a liquid formula. And honestly,
Mm.
it is nice. It is nice. It kind of like you don't
Oh.
and apply it. But yeah, I just feel like it's not as good as some of the other products. It does the job though, so I will use it. It's not like I hate it. Um,
Mm.
but there's some other ones that I think look really exciting. And one of the ones I have my eye on is the Merit one. Merit have like a bronze balm stick thing
Yeah.
specifically. And that looks so good. And I feel like that's gonna be much easier to blend and stuff. This one can sometimes be a bit patchy just because it's a liquid and not a cream. I feel like a cream is just better as a bronzer than a
Yeah.
liquid, if that makes sense. So that's all our brushes. Brushes. That was all of our blushes. Hope you enjoyed that. We're gonna do our last segment now. which is what did we decide it was gonna be? Why do I always forget?
Highlight of the week?
I've been listening to a lot of podcasts recently and a lot of different and usually I listen to podcasts that are like about something. So like
Hmm.
music podcast, lots of food podcasts, couple are like more fashiony, or like news industry news podcasts. Like that's I don't listen to too many interview podcasts where people are just being interviewed. The one I found recently that I love is Amy Poehler now does a podcast and it's so funny. Have you heard it?
I watched the Dakota Johnson one just yesterday and it was so
Oh,
good.
yeah, exactly. So I saw that came up first and I watched it. It was so funny. And then I went back and started like going through because it's quite new, right? So
Hmm.
I started like watching all the others and it's genuinely so funny. And I don't know why I felt like I needed to share that with you because I feel like we used to really like Amy Poehler, like her jokes and like her book and stuff. And I just find that podcast so like chill and she's so funny and like all she brings the guests, all the guests she brings are like funny people. So
Hmm.
we just talk about regular stuff and it's just all around such a like feel good podcast. So that's been my
Yeah.
head.
That was really good. I really liked that episode. Also, I love Dakota Johnson's, which is so funny because my highlight of the week was going and watching Materialists on my own. Because I wanted to do like a solo movie date night by myself. So I took myself out for the first time for a movie and I absolutely
Oh,
loved the experience. It was also like the whole experience, like it was a local theater. It was really old and retro, and they had like a whole floor full of arcade games. Their
oh.
bathroom was really like Art Deco, yellow and black tiles. Like the whole experience was just amazing. And I
Mm,
just really love this theater, so I think I'm gonna go here quite a lot.
mm,
But yeah, it was, and also the movie. Like I love Dakota Johnson. It's such a like visually pleasing movie because
mm,
you have three really good-looking people in it, like Pedro Pascal and Chris Evans is my like ultimate like crush since the longest time.
mm,
But also, like, I know a lot of people didn't like the movie. I really enjoyed it. As someone who has a lot of single friends, I could really relate to like the jokes they made
mm,
and the whole value of a woman after turning 30. It's so like
mm,
materialistic, right? Like people are like, oh, you're too tall, you're too fat, you're too thin, you're too old. Like it's just so much against women. And
mm,
these 48-year-old men also wanting to date 28-year-old women, and no one wants to date women over 30. And I just find that so bizarre and weird.
mm,
And like the whole dialogue behind it was really like nice to watch, like something like that being acknowledged very openly.
mm,
But yeah, it was a really good movie. Like I would watch it again. I don't think it's a very like plot driven, like some crazy storyline or like
mm.
some insane like ending. Like it's not, but I like such movies. I like very like chill movies these days. So I liked it.
I need to watch this because I've heard such mixed things about it. Like people, I thought something crazy happened because I've been seeing TikToks of like people who were like, oh, we went to see a rom-com and like this is just what the fuck happened? And I was like, oh, did someone die? Like what happened? Is
No.
it like really dramatic? And then on the other hand, I'm like, I've seen Celine song's Past Lives, which is the previous like big film she
Hmm.
did. I don't know if she did anything else after that, but that was like quite recent, right? And
Yeah.
I loved that. That was like so subtle, like so light-handed. And I was like, how, first of all, I was like, how is she doing like a rom-com is what they were calling it, right? I was like, why is she like turning to a rom-com after she did that film? Like,
Mhm.
how is it the same person? But yeah, I think I just need to see it. I've heard that the fashion's really good, so sometimes that's good enough reason
Yeah, true.
to say
That's
something.
what I meant. Like visually, it's so good. It's based in New York. I love the actress. I
Mm,
love the fashion. So already I'm like, glued to the screen, like looking at this amazing like close-ups of her makeup and her jewelry
mm,
and her like outfits. But I also think the movie was good and like it was a pretty small theater and everyone was laughing like at multiple places during the movie, at least at the beginning. It does get a little serious at the end, but I mean, which movie doesn't? But
Hmm.
I th- I I enjoyed it. I really liked it. So that
I
was
might
like
try to
my
go
highlight
see it.
of the week. I think you should go watch it. I've also encouraged like my other friends to go watch it. I'm like, especially my single friends, I'm like, you're gonna relate so much to this. So like
Um,
just and I don't think I said this, but she essentially plays a matchmaker, which is why
yeah,
she has to hear all these, lists of things that people
yeah.
want.
That's a fun highlight.
Yeah. So
Like,
funny that we both, I mean, you spoke about the podcast, but the one episode had Dakota Johnson.
yeah,
Highlight of the week, Dakota Johnson.
Dakota Johnson apparently. Also, like her fashion has been so good in like all the promo she's doing for this movie.
Yeah. Also previously, I think in the last 2 years, she's
Yeah.
really like, I don't know, got a stylist and it's been amazing.
Anyway, that's everything for today.
I hope you enjoyed this. Let us know if you want to see any more front skin friendly specific products or shades.
Mm.
And we're happy to like respond to comments as well. Anyway,
Okay.
thanks for watching.
Bye.
You know how old school YouTube would go, bye, and then they would play like some music.
Yeah.